The whole world is talking about healing today. But let us understand who needs healing, how does the healing happen, and what is the benefits that you gain out of a healed person. So all these things are the focus of today's conversations with an intuitive healer. Welcome to Info Content.
Content iಷ್ಟ ಆದರೆ like, share and subscribe ಮಾಡಿ.
Welcome to Info Content. Today on our show we have an intuitive healer, Tanvi Chaudhuri with us. Welcome to my show.
Thank you so much.
Tanvi, I understand intuitions because I am discussing with a lot of guests like you these days.
Wow.
So, intuition, yes, but what is intuitive healer and how does intuition helps in healing?
Yeah. So, glad that you know what intuition, right? So, but for the audience,
Yes.
Intuition is where, there is a knowing, okay? The knowing before it happens.
Yes.
That's what intuition is. And there's a very thin line between you overthinking something or judging a situation and intuition.
And how do we understand,
Yes.
whether it is overthinking
Yes.
or it is just an assumption?
Oh, that has been a different journey altogether, trust me, because initially I was like, what is this? Is it my knowing or am I being someone who's, into judging something or over exaggerating a situation? I went through that phase as well, and that's when I came up as an intuitive healer.
Mm-hmm.
So as an intuitive healer, when my client talks to me, there are different tools, of course, that I use to understand the core problem.
Mm-hmm.
Like someone can just come and say that, I can't be consistent.
Mm-hmm.
But consistency is not the problem.
Right.
Where is it rising from? Right?
Core of the issue.
Yes. So my first task as a healer is to help them understand where it is rooting from. Right? And based on that, and there's some knowing, right? Maybe soon I'll be able to do a lot of work that will speak for itself, but my intuition tells that this is something that they need.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So based on, of course, the NLP and the scientific studies and all those things, plus my intuition, the healing that I provide, it's a mixture of both.
So, before even getting into the modalities of it, why does one choose to heal? Until and unless, classically speaking, or since the childhood, the way we have grown up, it was just you suffer either of the diseases, you visit a physician or a doctor, you talk to them, this is my issue, get treated for it, and come back home.
Correct.
This is the healing we have known since childhood.
Right.
But of late we talk about a lot of modalities of healing wherein your childhood is brought in, your traumas are brought in, your subconscious memories are brought in, and they tell that either you heal your childhood, either you heal your past, or up till yesterday is your past and you heal
Absolutely.
the previous day. And some people talk about the previous birth you have taken and you will have to heal then also because even you carry those memories. So what is healing actually and why does one choose to heal?
Okay. So healing again, the thing that you said initially, that is you healing your physical.
Yeah.
Right? So anything that has to do with your, let's say you got a cut or your maybe fever, you want to heal yourself from that fever, right? What is that? Getting well. If you have to put it in simple layman language, right? Now when we talk about the healing, the topic that we are discussing now, which is a more inward look, right? So if I have to explain you in one line, I would simply put it in a way that healing is you coming back home to yourself.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm getting goosebumps. Every time I say this, I get goosebumps. But that is what it is. Because healing basically deals with, first step is awareness.
Mm-hmm.
First step is awareness. So that's why the other day I told you I'm so happy that you're doing something like this. Because you're helping people. You're, letting the information reach them. Right? So the first step is awareness. Right? You're aware of what is hurting you.
Right.
Okay, what is not right, what doesn't feel right. Okay, the second step is you take conscious effort to work through it. It is not easy. It is not easy at all, right? And then comes you meeting a different version of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
It is not that you become a different person. Alright, a lot of I've got so many questions that, are you a different person now? You're free of problems.
No.
God tell me. The problems remain the same, the situations remain the same. The relationship with the situation, that changes.
Mm-hmm.
Like for example, let's say a rejection. We have got maybe rejected in maybe a job, maybe by a person, maybe by a friend. So a rejection generally devastates you, right? But after healing, you might still feel sad. First of all, be aware of it and acknowledge, okay, I'm feeling sad at this minute. But after healing, you will not allow that to define you. A rejection doesn't define you. That's what healing is. Your problems will be there, right? How you look at them, that changes.
So of late we get to hear a lot about healing. There is an awareness created. There's need for a healing. And probably the generation we are in, a lot of us are talking about healing. Generational healing.
Oh yes.
Yeah. So when do one choose to heal?
Again, awareness. If you are into, maybe you are around people who are always talking about healing, you get to know and then you're like, okay, let me choose to heal. It has to be you choosing it.
Somewhere, people normalize it.
Yeah.
Someone grows angry often, someone procrastinates.
Yeah.
It is normal, that is how the person is.
Yeah.
But how do I understand that is because of some of the trauma, or if I heal through things and that may help me deal with these things.
Correct.
So how does one understand?
So understanding comes with when you do those inner audits. But again, for that, awareness comes into picture. I keep telling this, that the first step has to be awareness. And that's why, people like you, people who work on these things, the more we talk, the more we spread awareness, that is going to help people. And there is no age limit. You can
as early as how?
Yeah. Like, of course, not a newborn baby, right? And that's why, if you see that, when it comes to, let's say, we were talking about intuition, right? So if we have to talk about intuitive work, people will target kids because kids have that clarity of thought. It's not of course, knowledge they are yet to gain, experience they are yet to gain, but they've got the clarity of thought. What happens with us as we get experience and through our lives, getting older, with different experiences, our thought becomes clouded. So many things in mind. So you would have heard journaling, right?
Yes.
Right? So a lot of people are like, oh, I don't like writing. I have left it in school, I can't get. But I can't tell you the importance of writing things down. Your mind is not designed to bring, put everything in your head. Right?
Writing, people holding pen is something.
Oh yes. Like even my clients, give me anything, Tanvi, don't ask me to write. But yeah, like
they don't mind typing, that has become a routine.
Oh yeah. Typing. Like these days I'm like, okay, you know what? End of the day, just send me an audio that this was my day.
Oh my god, okay.
Yeah. But frankly speaking, that helps as well. Like, rather than them keeping it in their mind, they are actually letting it out. Yeah. Any ways they can express, was something when it comes to writing, they are not ready to. But it helps a lot.
So, how does one get intuitions? How do you train yourself to appreciate the intuitions that you get? Maybe all of us get, but maybe some appreciate it and some don't.
Yeah.
So how do I start appreciating the intuitions?
Okay. Too many things at one go. Let me go with the basics, right? So we are aware of our chakras, right? So you've got root, your solar, your like that, right? Your third eye chakra is basically related to your intuition. Okay. The more you start working with your third eye, and there's a lot of things like all your chakras. You first do a chakra audit. You understand if anything is blocked, and keeping the lifestyle and the everything happening around us these days, either one or two of your chakras are actually blocked. Right? Most of the people, that's the scenario. So you first do an audit to understand what it is. I'll just talk about intuition right now. Okay? And then you activate it, you work with it. Right? That's how you invite your intuition. Right? And then once you start working, once you do it regularly, you will realize that this is my intuition, this is not a general thought. You will be easily able to differentiate, because I had that thing first. I was confused, okay, what's happening? But then I got my clarity. No, this is my intuition and this is my thought. Absolutely two different things.
There's another word coined, gut feeling.
Yeah.
So is the intuition same with the gut feeling, or it is the same?
Gut, again, so your gut doesn't have any feeling. It's just like a fancy term.
Okay.
Right? So what are you feeling in your body? So there's again a lot of things. Your vagus nerve, your general nervous system, your amygdala, all those things work together to give you those feelings. Like the feeling of fear, the triggers, the trauma, all those things, right? Happens with whatever is happening inside.
So understanding all these, Tanvi, how does an intuitive healer help?
So intuitive healer, so I'm also intuitive healer and an alignment coach. Okay, so let me run you through what I actually do, right? So first there is a clarity call. A clarity call helps me understand, like I told you, right, that you might come to me saying that, okay, I'm not consistent, but I would want to understand what is the root cause, right? So my clarity call helps me to understand where is it coming from. Are there any chakras that's blocked, or maybe some childhood trauma that is troubling them? Maybe sometimes, the traumas are below the carpet. They don't even know that, okay, they are suffering from it, right? So through shadow work is something where, it helps you to pick out things which are, it's basically in the dark. It's not in front of you. Shadow work helps to get those things out in front of you. Right? And for me, it's not that I am giving an answer to them. Everyone has their own answers. I'm just helping them to figure out where it is, what is it. That's my work, right? Like for example, talking about trauma. Okay, it used to be a taboo word. But what is trauma? Trauma can happen even sitting here. Trauma can happen on the road. Trauma can happen like, the childhood traumas or something. Why do it bother the most? Because it's like, a sediment. It's been happening and you've not worked on it. Healing is, as I said, you figure out and then you have to work through it. Right? Now trauma is what? Trauma is something where let's say your mind wants to go ahead and your body is holding on to that fear. That is trauma. Right? So we figure out what the trauma is. If there is a fear, these days people also have fear of success. Right? So maybe 5 years or 10 years before, people were not aware that there is something called fear of success. But there is fear of success. Because you have always seen it in your family that, okay, we are only living with this much. We are happy with this much. And your body, your system, your nervous system, it is built in a way that it protects you. Okay? Now what is protection? Something that is normal. If you don't normalize what you want, your body will feel that is danger.
Come again? Because let me understand.
Yeah.
If you don't normalize what you want.
Yeah.
For example, I think of earning so much every
Correct.
month. And that is not normal to my family.
Correct. No, normal to you. Forget about family. Healing has to do just with you, not the external factors.
Okay.
But somewhere you want, which means what? You still don't have. And you have the fear. Will I be able to do it? What if this doesn't work? Should I leave my work? Should I start something of my own? Those fears becomes your limiting belief that is stopping you and putting you in a
That's
cage.
something normal with everybody. See, everybody wants to earn more. Nobody tells that I'm okay to earn less.
Right.
Unless people choose to earn less because they want to lead a stress-free life. These days I get to meet a lot of people who say that I'm happy with earning less, but I don't want to be stressful.
But again, that is limiting belief.
Huh.
Is money giving you stress, or that's what you have been told it does?
So these are the beliefs that we have to work on.
Absolutely.
But how do I understand? See, for a person who is raised in a poor family or a middle class family, thinking of earning in millions, that is a dream. And if you narrate it to, if you disclose it to your family and they're telling you're dreaming too much. This is not up to you. That is what you get to hear. Nobody tells, oh yeah, you're doing a good job. Go ahead.
Yeah.
So how do I understand it is normal for me to dream so?
You have to tell yourself. If you want something, if your mind has told you that this is what you want to do, understand it is or it can be a reality. You have to just understand. If you're okay, I'll quickly tell you about something. Okay, so like for example, let's say this is the current Tanvi. Okay, and this is something that I want. Okay, let's say earning 10 crores in a month.
Good number.
Yeah, good number, right? So this Tanvi, because this thought has come to this Tanvi, which means that Tanvi exists somewhere in the realm. It is just vibrating at a higher frequency. Okay, what is this? That's basically the energy. We are all energy, right? Now for me to get this, I cannot sit here and think, okay, this will come to me.
Yeah, you have to raise.
That's what we feel, right? But that's not how manifestation works, right? You have to raise your vibrations. You have to reach there, and then it attracts. Like a magnet. Magnet will not attract like this. Magnet, you have to come in parallel to the magnet, right? So whatever you want, you have to raise your vibration there. And when you're here, the thoughts doesn't come there. So your limiting beliefs, your thoughts, there's something called mind rewiring, right? So you have to rewire your mind. Just because of you have not seen that in your family, just because you have not seen that in your neighborhood, that shouldn't be a reason to stop you. Like we've heard, right? You know, first in the family being a millionaire, first in the family being the topper in the entire city. Those happens because they believe they shut those noises. They just believe I want it and they get it.
So how do I shut those noises and raise my vibrations?
You have to work on yourself. It's not a one night thing, not a one day thing. You have to work on yourself, right? Everything. Like for example, affirmations. You would have heard affirmations, right? Now a lot of people treat affirmations as sentences. Okay, I'm not going to name, but I have this client and so I've given him a certain affirmation and I wanted him to write the same sentences every day. Let's say 10, 11, I don't remember the number of times, but I've told him to write it that way. And then I met him one fine day. You know what? How he was writing his affirmation? For example, let's say I am earning 2 lakhs per month. For example. So he opens his book and I see he has written the date, which is very good.
That's probably he's still in his school.
So people also, another problem that happens
And he
is,
revealed that to you that he's written.
yeah, I saw that. I'm like, what is this? He said, you told me to write affirmations. I was like, darling, you need to sit and understand what's affirmation first. So that's why I always say, even with my clients, now I explain, even if they don't need basic, I don't have to go to the science of it, you know, what the logic behind it, but a little understanding so they know. Affirmations are basically like, from childhood if someone tells you, you are not good looking, which is, oh my god, so common in Indian society. You are not this, you are not that, right?
You will not do well.
Oh,
you will
yes.
not discipline.
Yeah.
You will not excel.
Oh my god, yes. Or
Especially these pressure comes from your own family, your own parents.
Yeah.
The Indian society has normalized it so much that we
Exactly.
don't feel that it is causing a trauma
Exactly.
to a child.
Exactly. Oh my
To
god.
such a bad kid.
Yeah.
Gone.
And parents do it, like, see again, there was no awareness back then.
And they feel that they are disciplining a child. They're parenting it the
Oh my
right
god,
way.
that is absolutely opposite of what they are doing, right? But you know, they didn't have that awareness, I understand. But now with the awareness, we should understand. Now, affirmations are the opposite of those things. When you keep on telling yourself, I make my clients to mirror affirmations. You look into your own eyes, which is very difficult, by the way. First time you'll be like, yeah, okay, whatever. Or you will focus on, oh, I've got a mark here. Oh my god, I did not do my eyebrows and all that stuff. But it's very difficult to look yourself in, yourself in your eyes. And then tell that you are beautiful, you are successful. Keep doing it for a certain
Forget
time.
about beautiful and successful. You are born to be happy.
Yes.
You deserve the
You
blessing.
are happy. You are worthy. Right?
Yeah.
The minute you say
Do I
those things,
deserve it? Am I worth it?
those are the wrong things. The wrong self-talks. And we are designed to do that because of what we have heard in our childhood.
And I still wonder, some people tell, all this is because of my mistake.
No.
I am not the right one. I'm not doing the right
Yeah.
one. Like, even if you're committing a mistake,
Yeah.
feel it that you are doing
Exactly.
it right. That is what is needed.
See, something as simple as, let's say you meet someone on the road and something happens, right? You show compassion towards that person, right? Forget about your friends and family. Of course, you love them. But even to a stranger, you at least pass a smile or, oh, thank you. Something on those lines. Why can't you show that same thing to yourself?
I have to normalize that.
Yeah.
Your own self needs it.
Exactly.
Your soul needs it. Your
Exactly.
body needs it because your body responds to every comment that you're giving to your mind.
Yeah.
So,
That basically what I said, right? Healing is coming back home to yourself.
where
Yeah.
your home lies is where you have to decode yourself.
Exactly.
So this was a session of understanding what healing is and how intuitions help and how does an alignment coach or intuitive healer helps. So further going ahead, we will understand the modalities of healing. Stay tuned, keep watching Info at Home. Hope you find this conversation helpful.